Hi there, we're continuing on with our Chapter 3 homework submission, and in this video we're going to take a look at Step 10. Okay, so our instructions for Step 10 tell us, in cell K6, use a VLOOKUP function to determine the room classification based on projected quarterly revenue after renovations. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to click on cell K6, I'm going to delete the existing content, and I'm going to start fresh, typing equals VLOOKUP. Once I start typing the function name, I can see it and double click to accept it or press tab on the keyboard to accept it. The first input value that I need to add is the data that I want Excel to look up. And that data sits here. It's the projected quarterly revenue after renovations, right? That's what the instructions told us. So for this record, that information sits in cell I6. On my keyboard, I'm going to press the comma. The next thing I have to enter is the table that I want to compare this information to. So that table sits down here. I'm going to scroll down a little bit and select this table of data. What we're saying is take the calculated projected revenue, compare it to this table down here, and then, so now I'm ready, I'm going to type another comma. So then what we want Excel to return to us is the actual classification. Does this amount mean that the room is a bronze room, a silver room, so on and so forth? Now look at this table for a second. The table has only 2 columns. What we want Excel to return to us is the information that's in the second column. So I'm going to type the number 2. I want it to return to us what is sitting in column number 2. All right, and that's my last input variable. I'm going to type in my right-hand parentheses and press enter. And I get a result. That's terrific. I'm going to fill it down the column like we have been doing. And then it's always critical that you double check your results to make sure that they actually are right, because it's just Excel. It's just software. We're the humans, so we have to keep an eye on it and make sure it's doing what we want it to. And if I take a look at these last records, I might think to myself, that doesn't seem right. I have an amount of 105,000. That should really be bronze, not silver. So what's going on? So I might double check my function. The function seems correct. So next I'm going to check my table, make sure the things down here are correct. And lo and behold, if I click on cell I-24, I can see that it has the wrong input. This should really just be the number 0. That's how the information was given to us. So I'm going to type in the number 0, press enter, and then look at, now I have the correct results that I should be seeing for each of my VLOOKUPs. All right, get that step done, and then I think you might be ready, complete. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know.